Yeah, there's only two players out, one through suspension, which is Albert, and Vince Leah through injury. But we've got Rodriguez, we've got Bonavazia, we've got Hickson playing an attacking role, and we've got McGlinchey, so I've got a few to choose from. I don't think there's any problems in covering those positions.
And of course, a change at right back with Matthew Regenton gone. Louis Fenton would go back in there?
Yeah, we've got all our fullbacks have returned, 3 from overseas, and also Josh Brindle South is nearly 100% as well. So we've really got a full squad to choose from. And up front, we've got a plethora of strikers with Krishna, Burns, Griffiths, McGlinchey, Bonavazia, and I have to say I'm very tempted to play all of them. Very tempted, but I'll decide on that at the end of the session.
Have Nathan and Michael come back relatively injury-free and fresh after their international?
Yeah, as fresh as they can be, given the flights, etc. But it's only 90 minutes they have to work for. That's not too much to ask of them, and they're well paid. So, and I think the whole team's pretty keen to respond to that loss, to lose 3-0 to Sydney in the fashion that we lost it and never scored a goal. I think the response is a very important thing to observe, and I think they're pretty keen to get out there, and it's the ideal team to play because it's really a 6-point game.
You speak of the 6-point game. If you do win, you effectively control your own fate. You can finish top of the table. How much is that a priority for the side to finish number one?
The priority in these last 4 games is picking up a win each time. It's about the result. It's not pre-seasoned. We're not talking about performance, and obviously a good performance gives us the best opportunity, but it's not about pretty football, it's about winning. And so we'll be looking at putting goal scorers on the pitch that want to score goals for the team. So it's all about results now, and yes, once we win games we can control our own destiny.
And you're playing the Victory, your famous win last time you played them over there in Melbourne. For you personally, is it a sweeter victory for you when you do beat Melbourne?
I've been asked that question many times, John, and it makes no difference to me. A win's a win, and I'll take all of them. And the boys have won more games than any other team in the competition, with 13 wins, 7 away, 6 at home, and we intend to win this one at home, no matter who we're playing against.
Do you prepare any differently for these top-of-the-table clashes?
No, that's another thing, Simon. We haven't changed anything. What's got us to where we are, to the top of the ladder, is about being consistent the way we play. We're always trying to get a little bit better. We have a game plan which is adjusted slightly depending on the formation and the strengths of the opposition, but mainly focused on how we play and how we can get the best out of our players. And as I say, I've got a lot of strikers to choose from. I'm pretty keen to get as many of them on the pitch as possible.
Players must get an extra enjoyment out of playing in these top-of-the-table games, though.
Well, there's a lot to learn, because there's a good chance we're in the finals now. There's a good chance we're going to meet the likes of Sydney, who we played in the last league game, and Victory. So this is a perfect opportunity to learn a lesson how they play, what's our strengths, and how we can cash in on it. But the last thing we want is to put out a defensive team and not feel confidence in ourselves that we can go out and play the way we've been playing the whole year and win games and score goals.
What about defensive corners, Ernie? They were a bit of a problem last week against Sydney. Any work done on those?
Oh yes, it's because when you change personnel, we've got zone markers and man markers defensively at corner kicks and other set plays. So we just revised those. I have to say, I've never seen one corner kick we conceded. We have 5 players on 2 in the 6-yard box, and it's still dribbled over our goal line. That's not going to happen again.
What sort of threat do you see the Victory posing if you key players back, Costa one of them?
Same as any other team we've played. I mean, they virtually had a full team squad last time we played them. They finished up taking 2 players off that I assume weren't playing very well, in Finkler and Milligan, and that's a credit to our boys. We've got to play the same type of football that we played last time. In fact, in all the wins we've played very attacking football, and we've gone for 1 goal and continued to score goals after that, and that was the disappointment against Sydney. We didn't get a goal.